From being convicted of double murder, openly mocking other people's religion, to exhibiting deeply disgusting behavior around fans. For a platform like TikTok, where there's no shortage of criminals and creeps, one has to do something exceptionally messed up to be labeled as the most evil person on the app. Yet somehow this father managed to do just that. It all started with what looked like harmless TikTok challenges, but as viewers started noticing something unusual, a much more troubling picture began to appear. And the deeper they looked, the darker everything became, until he was exposed for some of the most gross and degenerate behavior no sane person could ever expect from a parent. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be diving into the disgusting story of the most evil father on TikTok, and how his biggest victim, the daughter, became his biggest defender.
In an inappropriate relationship with my dad. We are father and daughter and we are close. Nothing more.
Usually with these kinds of stories, things start off relatively normal before they spiral downward. But in this case, the warning signs were there from the very beginning, hidden in plain sight. Patrick and his 20-year-old daughter, Sarah, made their TikTok account Dad and Daughter Dream Team back in May 2023. And on the surface, they posted exactly what the account's bio said: cool dances, challenges, and family fun. The dad and daughter duo would head to a nearby park and film a bunch of TikTok dances. And as you can see, there's nothing obviously unusual about these videos at a first glance. Plus, most of the comments were in fact supportive. But then, viewers started noticing something else. The two were uncomfortably touchy, and many of the TikTok videos they made felt inappropriate for a father and daughter. Naturally, these things felt off to many of the viewers and raised suspicions that something wasn't right. Yeah, I don't like this at all. No reason for a pose like this between a father and daughter. Something feels weird here. I don't think she is safe. And the more they posted, the more obvious the red flags became. For example, this dunk challenge video made a lot of the viewers extremely uncomfortable because of how Patrick was touching Sarah.
I know this one. The original Star Trek?
Nope. The Neverending Story.
Yeah.
I don't like how he's petting / playing with her hair, grabbing her neck / her head. I had to stop watching. The way he was touching her made me feel so uncomfortable. But before people even had the chance to form any concrete theories, Patrick confirmed many of the suspicions with this one video.
I am about to give Sarah a purity ring, but I'm going to do it in a very special way.
For those who don't know, a purity ring is a symbol of a vow to remain a virgin and celibate until marriage. And as weird as it already sounds, the way he gave it to her was the truly disturbing part.
Sarah.
Yeah. What are you doing? What? What is this?
Sarah, will you wear this ring as a sign and a promise to God and to me to remain pure until the day you're married?
This obviously grossed out the viewers, and for most, it pretty much confirmed what they'd been thinking all along. Yeah, this is gross. I see a naive girl in a controlling relationship with her dad. I was there once too. Dude is 100% attracted to his daughter. Get that poor woman away from that freak. But despite all the accusations, Sarah kept insisting nothing was wrong.
I'm perfectly fine. This is my father. We're doing dance trends and other trends on TikTok. There's absolutely nothing going on here. I don't need help. I'm fine. So just please stop commenting this stuff. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me.
To everyone watching online, however, there were simply too many things that didn't sit right, such as the fact that Patrick was choosing most of Sarah's clothes, and that he openly believed age is just a number.
There are age gap relationships now.
Oh, that's true.
Lots of them.
Yeah.
But, you know, and that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Age is just a number. But
Yes.
And even more disturbingly, people digging into Patrick's background discovered that 2 of his brothers were registered SOs. On top of that, he himself admitted that he still talked to them.
Yes, my brothers were convicted as offenders. That's their problem, not mine. Okay, yes, I still talk to my brothers. They're my brothers. Hello. I mean, I don't condone their crimes, but you don't abandon family. They pay their price to society.
This led some viewers to question whether this kind of behavior had been normalized in the family, and if something similar could be happening here as well. Brothers, it runs in the family then. I firmly believe in you are the company you keep. And with so many red flags piling up, the internet started wondering where the mother was in all of this. Teresa, the mother, did make the occasional appearances, but she claimed that she didn't like being on camera and was fully supportive of her husband and daughter.
Hello everyone. So we've been getting a lot of questions like this. Where's mom? Mom reveal. Here she is. This is my mother. Her and my dad have been married for 22 years. They are very happy. She just doesn't like appearing on camera very often.
Hi guys. Yeah, I don't like being in front of cameras, but I'm behind the camera. I'm with them all the time. I'm supporting them, and I have a part in it too. So yeah, you finally got to see me, and here I am.
Ironically enough, every time she showed up, things only seemed more suspicious. Viewers noticed that Patrick rarely touched Teresa and showed no physical affection towards her, which was the complete opposite of how he behaved around his daughter. He handles her like she's his mother. Bro's got so much more energy with his daughter to do it. Bro is barely touching the mother's side where he's gripping the daughter. Eventually, Sarah made a video directly refuting the allegations.
This is the last time I'm responding to comments like these. I post all the videos. I read every comment that you guys post. No, I don't need help. I'm perfectly fine. This is my father. We're doing dance trends and other trends on TikTok. There's absolutely nothing going on here. I don't need help. I'm fine. So just please stop commenting this stuff. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me.
But the internet didn't buy it. The whole thing looked rehearsed, as if she were reading from a script someone else gave her. By this point, the internet had made up its mind about the situation and formed an unsettling theory that explained everything, according to which Patrick was taking advantage of the entire situation, and that his behavior towards Sarah had likely been normalized from the start, which means she may not even realize that something is wrong, which also explains why she continued to defend her father.
My father is not creepy, weird, or doing anything he's not supposed to do. He's being a father. If you don't like that, you can leave. I love him, he loves me, we're doing something we love together, so you can stop making horrible accusations that are not true in the slightest.
I am genuinely scared for what has taken place in that home. The saddest part is, she's grown up this way and likely thinks it's normal. However, around May 2024, the entire channel was suddenly disabled, and it remained like that for the next 9 months, until February 2025, when they returned just as abruptly as they had left. But the moment they returned, the accusations also picked up exactly where they were left off. So much so that they were forced to post yet another video defending themselves within just a week.
we got a lot of questions on our comments on our last video. Well, not our last video, but
In the video, they once again insisted that they weren't doing anything inappropriate, that they were simply a very close family, and that this was completely normal for them.
so we're always hugging,
Yeah.
holding hands, touching. This is the way our family operates. Now, a lot of people have said, I don't see you touch your wife like that much, or your son. Well, that's because they're not on camera all the time. We are.
Yeah.
We are a family that loves to hug and touch and hold hands.
As you might imagine, this wasn't very convincing to anyone who'd seen their videos. In my opinion, I feel that loving your family is completely different than constantly touching your family member. I'm a dad of 4 girls and 4 boys. No dad should be that close to their daughters. And unlike before, where the accusations were mostly limited to their own comment sections, this time the duo started becoming infamous across the internet. Real quick, we are 92% of the way to 2 million subscribers. If you've made it this far through the video without subscribing, I'd really appreciate a sub to support the channel and allow me to continue making videos like this. With that being said, let's get back into the video. Entire communities of tens of thousands of people started tracking and analyzing everything they posted in real time. And with so many people watching so closely, it wasn't long before they caught one tiny detail that made this already messed up situation somehow even worse. Back in December 2024, Sarah had uploaded a TikTok on her personal account where she was dancing to a clearly AI-generated song.
Like hear your voice so sweet.
When people later looked into it, they discovered that Sarah was the only person on TikTok who had ever used the audio. But it got stranger when the internet started digging into Ariella Brigmon, the supposed artist behind the song. Unsurprisingly, Ariella wasn't a real person. It was an AI bot with a really suggestive Instagram profile and adult accounts on multiple platforms. They also found that Sarah and Patrick had been interacting with her posts on Instagram, which made the situation much more concerning. I am so grossed out over this. If they are running a sexbot account together, they need to be looked into. I feel sick. The levels of depravity you have to create this kind of account and content with your daughter is mind-blowing. Someone needs to report and look on his hard drive as soon as possible. But before anyone could look deeper, all of Ariella's accounts were suddenly deleted the moment Reddit found them, which, of course, only raised more suspicion. Sarah and Patrick, however, denied having anything to do with the AI bot.
There's a rumor going around that my dad and I created an AI that made spicy content on OnlyFans. Their whole basis for this accusation is that this AI posted a song. I saw it on TikTok and I liked it, so I made a lip sync. I also followed the account in case they posted more music I liked. Excuse me for liking an AI song, but that does not prove that we were behind the account.
Well, you do of course realize that songs, TikTok videos can pop up on people's For You page that you interacted with. It's part of the algorithm. So Sarah was the only one to make a lip sync. Sarah was the only one to actually make a lip sync or use the song. Well, it wasn't up long apparently, and she's the only one that saw it.
According to them, the entire situation was created by trolls trying to bring them down, an explanation that made little to no sense for the viewers. So someone from Reddit created the AI account, forced their entire family to follow it, and forced Sarah to do lip syncs to its music? Does she realize how ridiculous it sounds that someone from Reddit would catfish her entire family with an explicit AI model? But as disturbing as it already was, what the internet found next dragged the whole scandal into a truly disgraceful territory. Because while every other Ariella Brigmon account had been deleted, whoever was behind the AI bot forgot to delete their Literotica profile, which is a platform where users post spicy stories written by themselves. But it wasn't the profile itself that horrified everyone, but what was posted on it. The account had uploaded a story titled Dad and Me, with the subtitle, Daddy and I finally get the relationship we both needed. And while I obviously can't read any part of this degenerate story without violating YouTube's guidelines, the opening paragraph alone should be more than enough for you to understand exactly what kind of gross content it was. Hello, my name is Ariella. I have been wanting to tell my story for a long time, but it isn't something I can really talk about with a lot of people. Even living in Rhode Island, where incest is legal, it is still frowned upon and considered wrong. I really don't understand why. What difference does it make if family members want to be sexually involved? Hell, nowadays it is acceptable to engage in sexual activity with multiple people that you barely know, but not the people you are closest to and have a bond of trust with. Naturally, this crossed a line for almost everyone following the situation. This is so much worse than I could have ever possibly thought. I'm about to throw up. My stomach is in knots after reading this. Patrick is a perverted sick f***. He needs to take his fame to the next level and join his siblings on the SO registry. And if it wasn't already concerning enough, some viewers even found that Ariala's Venmo account had the same zip code as the motel the family was allegedly staying in. But even with all of this, Patrick continued to deny every allegation.
You want to accuse me of being in an inappropriate relationship with my daughter? You guys have sick fucking heads. How could that be the first thing you think about when a father hugs his daughter? You guys are sick, perverted freaks. I have never even thought about writing a story like that. And you know what I'm talking about.
Later, in another video, he also talked about how he had never lied about the situation.
I have told the truth throughout this entire video. I have not lied once. I don't do that. I don't need to. Because if it was me, I would have owned up to it a long time ago.
Following these videos, he announced that he would soon be appearing in an interview by TikToker Hannah Marie to clear all the rumors.
We're gonna set the record straight here, and then whatever happens, happens. We're not gonna look back.
But little did anyone know, this interview would reveal far more than Patrick ever intended. The interview was hosted live on TikTok, and throughout most of it, Patrick and Sarah kept denying everything.
All I know is I would never create an account like that.
Repeating the same explanations they had been giving for over 2 years.
Connection here that a lot of people don't understand.
I think it stems a lot from the fact that we are so close to being almost identical. We're almost like twins.
We finish each other's sentences sometimes.
It's natural for us. And I can see it.
Hannah, however, wasn't willing to let them deny their way out of everything.
Now, in my opinion, there are too many similarities. And I don't know if you... So it's hard, I think, for people to look at all of that and question, is someone setting up? I mean...
She kept circling back to the evidence the internet had dug up, and it worked. Towards the end of the interview, she finally managed to push Patrick into admitting that he was the one who created the Ariala Brigmon AI account.
I just think if you're just honest about this, people will finally be like, oh my God, thank God. Like, here we are, the truth. Like, people will start to trust you. You want that, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. Honestly, yeah, I created the Ariala account. I made that account.
Patrick, thank you. You have been set free, man. You're set free. Doesn't that feel good?
But even making such a big confession, he still denied having anything to do with the Literotica profile or the story posted on it.
Not create Literotica.
I believe you.
No way. I would never go that far. Until the Literotica account was found. And that scared the hell out of me.
Because he thought that people were gonna think that was him, and when he told me that people had a Literotica account, he told me he was scared because he thought that people were gonna connect that with him, and because he knows he can't write that stuff. That's what scared him, is because they thought it would be connected to him, and he knows, we all know for a fact that he could never, ever write that stuff.
So, I'm a writer, but not of that.
But the thing is, after misleading the internet for so long and refusing every opportunity to be honest, viewers found it impossible to take anything he said at face value. They are admitting to lesser lies to appear truthful, but it's a manipulation tactic. So now, because he's admitting to be guilty with that, he's going to use that to try and throw suspicions off of him for the actual interest and the Literotica. However, in a shocking twist, Hannah shared a text message from Patrick just a few days later, in which he also confessed to writing the story, stating, "So yes, I wrote that story. That is the only story like that I have ever written. It was complete fiction, and it was so hard for me to even write it. but I was being stupid. After these confessions, Patrick and Sarah deleted all of their accounts to escape the backlash. Though, judging by their pattern, it's only a matter of time before they return. Whatever ends up happening next, it's important to remember that, for many people following this story, Sarah was the victim of her father. Sarah will always be the victim, and it's a tragedy. Patrick is a master manipulator and always has been. The entire story is truly devastating for Sarah. I feel bad for her. She has been groomed by him. She is a victim, and he is twisted. For now, we can only hope that one day she's able to step back from all of this and clearly see the evil and disgusting behavior of her father that the internet has been warning her about. Speaking of disgusting behavior, this YouTube sponsor asked me to lie to you all. Instead, I exposed them, and surprisingly, a ton of large YouTubers have been promoting them. Click the video on screen to find out more.